My comments are not about, Tal Offer from Chigwell and Hainault. My comments are not related to the Golders Green, but to an event on Islamophobia awareness which is going to take place in Parliament next week. It's been drawn to my attention that several of the more progressive MPs like Stephen Kinnock and Wes Reading from the Labour Party are going to share a platform with an organisation called MEND, whose their CEO said that in 300 years the Israeli lobby has not lost a vote in Parliament, which for me is an anti-Semitic statement. And in addition, following the latest attacks in London Bridge, one of their staff members said that it was a Zionist conspiracy. So while I know that we as a board made a statement earlier this year that we're not going to meet and share platforms with MEND, I would like to hear the President's view. What would he say to those MPs who give legitimacy to such an organization which is embroiled in extremism, anti-Semitism and Islamism?
This isn't on the Golders Green Mosque, is it?
It's not on the Golders Green Mosque, but it's related to Islamophobia. And
thank you.
If you can please reiterate that the Board of Deputies will have nothing to do with MEND as long as it changes its views.
It's about MEND, is that what you're asking me about?
Yes, correct.
Thank you. I'm going to ask Marie to give the first reply to on this matter. Marie.
To you that the statements weren't just issued. I went down to the mosque with Anthony Silkoff, the board's interfaith officer, and we've had a very, very good dialogue with them before the statements were issued. And I understand, and we all do, everyone's concerns and fears about anti-Semitism and extremism. They went to great pains to assure me that they want to be good neighbours. They understand that people are fearful and they want to open their doors. They want to show everybody who they are, what they are. They assure me that they're people of peace, and they absolutely feel that if you give them a chance, and they've only been down the road in Cricklewood for 20 years, people might have been unaware of that, but they've never caused any concerns or issues. They do understand parking and fears about that, and they're working with the local council to try and ease that situation. We didn't enter into dialogue naively. We consulted a number of organisations in the community, and we found no evidence of any political activity, hate preaching or extremism. Their spiritual leader, Mohammed al-Shirazi, was an Iranian cleric, but he died 16 years ago in Iran under house arrest for his beliefs. So there's no evidence that causes any communal organisation any concern about their being. So I want to try to reassure you as much as possible. I know they're Muslims, but that's not a reason not to allow them to practice their faith, and I hope that we're going to give them a chance. And I found it very distressing to hear some of the language in the Jewish press. I've also been sent abuse from some Jews as well about it, which I don't think is appropriate. And I hope that once some time passes, that this is a situation which will end in a positive way, and that we'll see the communities working together. So there's no evidence of extremism, and I hope that this is something that's going to go forward. Can I say, I'm sure Jonathan will also speak to you a bit more about MEND, but MEND is not an organisation that we can work with. That's